Yo, 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 yo. What is up, everybody? How we doing? How are we doing? Give me 1 second to post this to the main page and make sure we are live everywhere else. All right, pin to your profile, pin. There we go. All right, that's live. Let's make sure the chat too. Perfect. What is happening there? Yeah, making sure we're live on Pump right now, real quick. All right. Says stream is starting, so we should be golden. We're golden. We're up and running. We are golden, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get right into it here in a second. Okay, just make sure all of this is running. Perfect. All right. Dude, I've you guys are gonna watch me eat on the stream, which is like tough, but it is what it is. If you guys don't know, like Uncrustables, I'm not a fan of like jam and jelly. I know it's a little weird, but when I was a kid, they had only the peanut butter ones, and I have not been able to find them anywhere. And I found them yesterday, and I am stoked that I found them because it's like one of my favorite foods. But I don't like, I don't like jelly. I don't really like jam, so it's like can't really get them too much. So I'm gonna eat because I'm also starving. But all right, screen is up. All right, so a lot going on. If you guys were watching yesterday, pretty much was we are breaking down how we had some issues and we've been sorting them out and working on it and getting it all dialed in. So just know we kind of went heads down on building and heads down on essentially just trying to figure out and ship updates for you guys because we had some core functionality pieces that were not working to our liking. So we've adjusted that. Still working on it, but we have a list and an action item and a task list of what we're going to do to get there. If you guys don't know who we are Clipit. We are AI-powered content engine. And what we're allowing you to do is take long-form content, upload it into our platform. You'll get short-form caption cut, ready to post clips. So that is what we're doing and what we're building out through this hackathon and how we're, and just that's our product and that's what we're building out and how we continue to get things rolling. Yesterday we went a little bit more. We watched this video with Pulsa as the company. Pretty cool interview with this founder and CEO there. So that was cool. He's just allowing people to build businesses with just AI as the only employee. And he's a solo entrepreneur. He's the only one that runs the company. So it's pretty cool to watch that. I guess I'll show you guys this because why not? So this is, if you guys don't know, yeah, dude, look at this. Run out of credits. It doesn't reset till end of the month, but it is what it is. I probably should have not used Opus for this. And I'll probably try and upgrade or something. But so that you guys know what I've been doing, I have been solely focused on user experience and how to make things simpler, and then hearing all the feedback from you guys and figuring out how we can accommodate your guys' needs better. So I've been going heads down in Figma, kind of building out our UX, UI, and improving that. So I just want to give you guys a little show, something that we're going to work towards and get this implemented into the platform as soon as we get our action items done. But you can see here, This is going to be how you're able to do it. So upload video, right? You're going to have your prompting, right? Caption styles, clip duration, all of this is not functional UI. This is all just, front end work, but I just wanted to show you guys what it's going to look like. You can generate clips, right? So you just kind of stay in one little path here. And then from there, right, you get all your clips. You can see them here, your source video, where it's from, the prompt you put in there, and then you can edit. Look at this stuff. I want to show you guys this. So we have right, you can trim here. Oh, cut that word out. Oh, cut that word out, right? You can cut it there, remove silences. You guys can see this here, aspect ratios, reframing, right? So you can specifically select, right? Oh, split screen. Well, let's go trio, right? So having 3 different regions that you're able to kind of crop and just, however you want your aspect ratios to be, right? 4. So just kind of stuff that we're building out here and working on getting dialed in. I wanted to show you guys that as well. Just kind of what we're going for here, how we're improving it. And then from here, you'll also be able to choose specifically what kind of aspect ratios you want, right? Because you can also choose 16:9. You can go trio, right? So you have 3 spots. Just trying to figure out the best possible way to make this all easier for you guys. So this is some of the new editor layout and whatnot. This is all UI. This is what I want us to head towards. This is what I want us to shoot for and strive for. So that's what I spent a lot of my time doing, is building this out through Figma. You guys can see here. Actually, that might be better. I'll go back here so you guys can see it. But you can see all of these here. The reframing, right? We saw all that, all the different layouts you could choose. Captions, right? All the caption styles here you'll be able to do, right? You can edit it, upload, elements, B-roll, text, right? Audio, and then title, description, hashtags, and then the details on it. So this is something I've been heads down working on and trying to improve for you guys. But with that being said, I think we should look for some videos that we can put in here to try and clip. So bear with me as I'm looking for something to grab. Cowork full course. No, I'm okay. What is this? I streamed it. Huh. That's cool. All right, let's see. Why not do this one? Why not? We tend to find good information in his videos. All right, so we'll have that extract. While we're doing that, I'm gonna eat this because I'm starving. All right. So the video I grabbed is this. We've done a couple of Greg's videos before, so it should be fun to kind of see what he's doing here. I really hope you guys can't hear me just swallowing right now. I apologize. I'm probably mute myself. All right. Let's see now. 40%. Dude, set up my Hermes agent today. Stoked. I want to see what I can do with it, and see if it's something that I can try and Because essentially I've been using Claude Cowork for most of my stuff. But I'm curious to see if I can get to a spot where I can do local models, stuff like Hermes, and see what I prefer. Because right now, I don't know. I would definitely say Claude Cowork is just so nice. Like so nice. Because like for me, I want to see if because I have a pretty capable computer. And if I like it, like, and and I can bring costs down, then I'll just upgrade my Mac. Essentially, I have 24 gigabytes of RAM, which should be good, but I'd like to get something that would be kind of sick. So I don't even know. Because the mini doesn't have. I think it's the studio that has more, right? Started at 36, scaling up to 256. Like, do I need 256? It'd be kind of sick to like go 256 gigabytes of RAM. You know what I mean? I'd have fun with it for sure. I definitely, if I got one of these, I would definitely want to run models like actually locally. You know what I mean? This is 128. Dude, I'm gonna ask Claude real quick. Or maybe Grok actually would know more. What's the best value for money RAM size? Whoops. To run LLM model, locally on a Mac. 128? All right, so we'll see. I'm curious because I like for me, it's like, dude, what's the no? Okay. The real sweet spot for value is essentially 48 gigabytes to 64 of unified memory on current Apple Silicon M4, M5 series, especially the Mac Mini Pro, M4 Pro or smaller. Apple's unified memory's big advantage. The GPU can access the entire RAM pool at high bandwidth real quick. Are we okay? Slow downloading. Oops. High bandwidth with no copying between RAM and VRAM. Tools like Llama, LM Studio, or MLX, Apple has been very efficient. Rough memory needs for K4, KM quantization. Popular sweet spot balancing quality and size. Okay. 7 in there. Great for chat, coding, everyday use. 20 plus 50 tokens. Okay. Fits comfortably in 1624 RAM with OS. Apps overhead. 30 billion to 34 billion models. Okay. Near GPT-4 level mini task needs 32 to 48 for comfort plus context. Okay. Local AI rivals many cloud models. 40 to 45 gig requires 65. Okay. So I probably need like one of these two. 32 to probably 64. Like 128 would be nice, but for me it's like does the mini go up to 128? I think the studio does, right? Yeah, it doesn't. 512, $2,000. What? Dude, I thought whoa, hold up. You're joking. Okay. What was it? 64 is what I needed? Oh, it's about to get crazy, isn't it? So M4 Max, I need an Ultra. I know. Or is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. 64 gigabytes is what? Dude, that's the price of a used car just to run some LLMs locally. 64 is what I'll need, though, it seems like. But I also need a shit ton of storage. What is this one? Inform Mac Mini 128 gigabytes of RAM, right? Because they make the Mini with. Does the Mac Mini have an option for Mac Studio? So what was it saying? 64? Okay. Okay, so 64 is the sweet spot, huh? Mac Mini. Good to know. See, this is what you got to do. You got to figure out the best bang for your buck. 64 gigabyte RAM. Whoops. How much is it? Let me know. That's what it is. Good to know. Good to know. Are we still downloading? Yikes. We'll see if it downloads. YouTube is definitely like the longest one. Here we go. This is from Apple. Import Pro. Two bands. But you also need some crazy storage, don't you? Dang. 2 terabytes. Okay, so it's like $3,000 for like a good one. Look for something on X. See if there's a video we can find. We already did this one yesterday. Or maybe 2 days ago. What was this one? He's got to have something. Ah, perfect. So, this is actually super relevant to me. Hang on. So, I'm reading the Book of Elon right now. So, this will be great. Of course. All right. Well, we'll do this one and then we'll do the next one. That one. Barrel hooks. What was the video again? Oh, it was the Greg one. Educational, maybe? Let's do it. All right. So this was a feature that this was something that was asked by a couple people in my DMs, was how much does stuff cost, right? So now you kind of have this, right? You have this receipt, for lack of a better word, that will show you how much you're going to burn. So if you don't have credits, it's not going to work. Just put that out there. All right, so this is the Book of Elon. This is the next one we're going to do, because I'm reading that. I'm curious on how I'm curious. This light is not lighting me up. There we go. I'm curious to see the author's thoughts on it, because it's a good book, man. It's introduced to me by a good old mentor. All right, we'll get some clips here going. Then we'll be golden, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect. Oh. Distribution first, product second, always. I don't know, man. I would argue product first. In the long run, I think that helps. Just me, man. Just me. I would say product first, right? Because the customers are always first. And then distribution is a good, like, 1B, I would say. 1A, 1B. I would say that. If you're not worrying about the part, well, that is a big cotton ball. I totally forgot. All right. It's not gonna come out though, is it? Smart builders, they do star distribution. I mean, yeah. I guess that is kind of true. Sorry, I'm reading this thing. So we're at 84%. The great thing is if we have any issues, I know Nick is going to be right on it because he's working on stuff with it right now. So we also that's double-edged sword. If something goes wrong, if something goes wrong, it's probably because he's messing with something. You know what I mean? So that's the other thing too. All right. Look at that. You can see the cost on here too. So we got a clip where it says, there you go. The why vibe code alone will fail you. This looks like the intro of his video.
It was all about engineering.
Is that just me because I have my headphones in? Is that why?
As number one. I actually studied computer.
I think that's because my headphone. Hang on.
Testing the speakers on.
So they're not. My headphones just cooked right now. I can't hear anything. Do I have to turn them on? Bro, that is so dumb. I did not know that. All right, well, let me see if I can hear it now. I didn't know that on my headphones, they have to be turned on and plugged in. I thought if you plugged it in, they would just override it just manually. Weird. All right, well, now that we can hear it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's just the top of the intro of this. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to give a little context
Today we're
on why you're seeing this and this. This right here, the top white part, FempEg, old pipeline, what we had in the platform originally. This, Remotion. So we have both in there right now. So that's why it's like that.
We're going to talk about how you can build anything with AI, but people are going to need to figure out distribution. How do you actually get customers to the thing that you're vibe coding? I believe that the wealthiest people will be marketers over the next 10 years. But every YouTube tutorial is telling you how to vibe code. So today, by the end of this episode, you're going to have 7 really straightforward things that you could do this week, frameworks, ideas, alpha that's working right now.
Nice.
So that you can actually build a software company, a SaaS, an agent company that actually gets customers. So I'm going to explain how to do it. By the end of this, you're going to get your creative juices flowing. I needed to make this episode. I really needed to make this episode. I'm actually recording at night, and I tweeted this that people need to figure out distribution. And it hurts me that people don't have the ideas around it. So like and comment if you want me to do more episodes.
Nice. Definitely gonna watch this later for myself as well.
Just thinking about how do I build a really good product, and if you build it, they will come, but they don't come. What smart builders do is they start with the distribution. So they'll grow an audience to maybe 1,000 people. They ask that audience what they need, and then they go and build it. They go and build it in a weekend, 24 hours, 72 hours, a few days. And then that audience is shocked that, wow, you built the thing that I wanted. And then you launch it to a warm audience, you iterate with real users, and you start making money. So it's distribution first, product second, always. The example of Peter Levels, I think he's tweeted 125,000 times in the last 8 years.
Who is Peter Levels? I'm going to save this. Peter Levels. This dude? I don't know. Where's going to be safe? I don't know who that is.
He's put in the consistency and the work to actually go and build that audience, and he's been iterating with users and customers, with them. So let's get into the actual tactics. Strategy 1 is going to be about using an MCP server.
Okay, let's see what else we got.
Like SEO. So it's how can you create 10,000 pages, SEO pages, in 48 hours? So you're going to want to look at, a keyword pattern, best X for Y. So best
X for Y.
CRMs for dentists, for example. Then you're going to want to do look at data sets. So you're going to want to. I actually did a whole episode on Firecrawl recently, a tutorial on how to use it. So you're going to want to. But basically, what does that do? If you haven't seen that, it basically goes and scrapes and gets you clean, structured data, so that you can actually provide value in your pages. Then you're going to want to use a page template.
Okay, these I don't know. Distribution is in okay. Well, we'll wait for some of these to generate. Let's see if our export bug is still here. It is. Hold up. All right. Let's see here. Curious now. I'm gonna let him know that I got this bug, but let's see if I get to refresh here. Womp womp. All right, my library. Okay, there we go. I think it's just because it's generating so many clips. I think my headphones are in noise canceling mode. It's tripping me out because I think I'd be yelling. Hold up. All right, that's fine. I'm gonna leave it. I'll just do that. All right, so we got a bunch of clips here. Who's this one?
Wants to share it. Your mother wants to share it. Your sister wants to share it. Your kids want to share it. Everyone is sharing it, laughing about it. It says about something about your identity, who you are. So what is that for you, right? So what is the free distribution output shareable thing that you can be creating? The way I have it in my head, at least, is, ask what does my user want to brag about, and then make that thing beautiful and shareable. For GitHub, they've got the contribution graph. And then you see devs bragging about sharing those green squares on Twitter. Stripe Atlas, which allows you to create companies, the artifact there is the incorporation milestone. Founders tweet, I just incorporated, Bingo. Or it's been 5 years since I incorporated. Here's my, my anniversary post, lessons learned. Duolingo, perhaps, one of the most famous examples.
Okay. What's this one?
It's about you. Step 3 is you're going to want to add a share button that pre-fills the post with the artifact. Step 4, every share is free impressions to your exact target audience. So that's a huge win. The user is doing your marketing because they're bragging about themselves. People are going to say, well, these are, mostly consumer examples. Will this work in B2B or B2B? Yes. At the end of the day, B2B are people too. There's things that.
This one. Where do you watch that one? How to start this week. What is this?
So, if AEO is in 2026 is where SEO was in 2010, first movers will own these niches for years.
AEO,
so the idea is answer engine optimization. How do we get cited by ChatGPT and Perplexity? Structured direct answers. You can do an FAQ format, schema markup, comparison tables that AI can parse. So that, that way, you're getting seen a little more. And then AI is going to send users to your product. So, cool. I think it was Peter Levels actually. I believe that he said like his AI referrals jumped from 4% to 20% in 1 month. I think that it's only going to increase for, across the board on e-commerce, SaaS, apps, you name it. So it's worth kind of exploring. It's worth exploring. So, okay, great. You probably already knew this. Obviously, you want to be seen in
I guess that makes sense. Whoever owns the
you know me, I think audiences are really important. Sometimes, it's just hard to build an audience. Listen, a lot of times it's hard to build the audience. More often than not,
an audience. It
takes sometimes years. It requires daily content. There's no guarantee it works too, right? Sometimes it doesn't work, and then it's tough, right? Because you have 0 subscribers on day 1. So, what if you just acquired a niche newsletter instead of building from 0? So this is something a lot of people don't think about, but you can go and like buy a 10,000 subscriber newsletter for $5,000 to $20,000. You inherit that trust from day 1. You plug in your product immediately, and then you can repeat that across niches.
Bro,
if you have a product that you believe in and you understand the LTV, this just might.
What is this? Is this what he's talking about?
1,000 subscriber in your target niche. You obviously don't want to buy something so big in the beginning. But I mean, listen, if you have the money and you really do understand the LTV, maybe you do. It's all about confidence, how much confidence that you have.
So step
3 is DM the owner. Have you ever thought about selling? You'd be surprised how many people would take the call. Next step is, a lot of these folks, as I mentioned, are not really making that much money. Maybe they're making $0 to $500 a month, and they would be open to a fair offer, 5 to.
Interesting.
One, hero or pillar piece of content. That could be a podcast episode, a YouTube video, a long blog post, an essay.
5 tweet thread.
And that one piece of content ends up becoming a lot more. It could be 50, 70.
Okay. This is a good one, but I really, really, really want to hear this one. Honestly. This is the one I want. If you haven't read that book, if you're building something, highly recommend you read Book of Elon or listen to it. Either or. Dude, I got these new. If you guys don't know, I post a lot of content, or I'm trying to post a lot of content and build brand awareness around us and around just personal as well. What is this? Personal brand as well. And I got some social media mics and I realized too, I need a new mic for streaming, because it is this one is not the best, I have realized. So yeah, and audio is very important. I should know that. I was an editor for a while. Still am. But got these cool mics, and they're tiny. Look at these things. Look how tiny these mics are. Kind of sick, but also, like, if I lose them, yikes. I want to see what it comes with. Okay. What is this? Instructions. Charging device. Support. Disconnected. Pairing. Why would the disconnected and pairing be the same color? There's buttons? Where? Okay, there's the lights. Oh, there it is. 1 is for 3 seconds. 2 is the mute. 3 is the mute. Huh. That's cool. All right. Well, we got that done. Quick clips with AI. Let's go 60 seconds. Oh, not my 16. Why not? TikTok viral hooks. All right. And then we'll wait. But like, look how tiny these things are, man. Look at that. It's like a pill. It has windscreens too. But I don't know how much I'm going to be running with the microphones. Just kidding. I know what the windscreens are used for, but I just think they look so goofy. Look at that. Whoa. Are they magnetized? Looks like that's magnetized. I mean, windscreens aren't horrible. I mean, I don't try this thing. Is it magnetized? Or just kind of sit on top? But like, look how goofy that looks. Like, it's so big for no reason. Like, right? It's just massive. Look at that sucker. It's funny. Oh. I don't know. Just me? Am I the only one that thinks windscreens look stupid? Maybe it's just those ones. All right, generate clips. Let's see here. Generate clips. It's around 40 clip for some credits. Well, let's get these clips. I'm excited for these clips. Like I said, this book is extremely good. I'm a big fan of this book. Big fan, big fan. Oops. Do not want to lose any of this. All right. Now we got our best moments. Oh. Do. It's funny how many people like, because we're in the hackathon. It's funny how many people have just like stopped. Maybe they won. That's why they stopped. But kind of funny. All right. We got some clips. The algorithm that runs everything. We got 41. Oh my gosh, dude. Look at this. Oh my gosh. 41, dude. This is crazy. What other site is giving you 41 potential moments to clip? Not Opus. Just putting that out there. Okay, we'll wait for some of these to generate. Why not? We got some clips ready. I don't know which ones. But they should start firing now. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right, what's this one?
Of return, or what I think could be successful. I just find things that need to happen and I try to make them happen. I thought these things needed to get done. If the money was lost, okay, it was still worth trying.
Dude, so
what
good.
is his mindset around what he chooses to spend his time and energy on?
He seems to attack problems that nobody else is working on that have a positive impact on the future. That's his philosophy and mindset going into everything he does, which is
so good, dude.
I think
I'm
a lot
telling you.
of people assume that he's money motivated, or a lot of people are money motivated, and you hear entrepreneurs all the time talk about like, oh, like this is a great business model, this is a good place to go in, I'm going to go start self-storage because like the failure rate is so low. And it is not how he thinks in any way, shape, or form. He literally says nobody else is crazy enough to try space, so that's the company I have to go build because nobody else is working on it.
He's so sick, dude.
He has a great line in here. It's like, don't start a company because you want to be an entrepreneur or because you want to make money.
Right.
It is better to approach from this angle. What is a useful thing you could build that you wish existed in the world?
Yeah,
like,
I think there's a
dude,
paradox there of
like bars, bro. He's just it's such a good book. You guys have to, if you just got to read it. Yeah, it does this whole freeze thing. Is there any? No. Nick, if you're watching, it's frozen. Yeah, so there's some bugs, right? But like I said, we are like actively heads down working on this stuff. It's not going to be an issue here much longer. And from there, you know, we're just going to keep upgrading the product bit by bit. But that's what I got for y'all today. We should have some, you know, more updates as this week kind of continues on. So I'm excited to show you guys that and improve. I looked washed out right there. And improve upon our product and improve upon our, you know, fix all these bugs for you guys. If you guys, like I said, if you guys have any issues or need anything from us, reach out. Please reach out. I'd love to help you guys and accommodate your guys' needs and wants and help you guys however I can. So please do that. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go back to building this thing out so we can get this thing dialed in. Like I said, we're building in public. You guys are going to see the good, the bad, the ugly. And that's fine because you should know what's going on with the platform, what's going on with the product, and we should be able to ship it for you guys. So stay tuned for what is coming up. I promise you, we're heads down on building a lot of these things out. We're just kind of working out the bugs as a company should. So that being said, y'all, I will catch y'all tomorrow, same time. And, you know, hope to have some great updates for you guys. Peace.